3, 2, 1, go!
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time today. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember, DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. Like, he was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great, turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot they felt like held them back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think Florida feels like they've recruited better and they've gotten some help from the portal. I think they feel like they line up and match up a little better. They're not equal to Georgia.
It's a seam wide open. All out of space. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense will go to work for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Using his legs, it's Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. At midfield, he's got room. Still on his feet. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The lone back's got it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pressure coming. quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bell. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He'll take a shot. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over from the moment the ball left his hand.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Fires on the move. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Turning on the Jets. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Floats it out in space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ball. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida, and Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. Unleashes one. Got a wide open receiver. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Gators are on the move. To the ground with the back. Tough sliding near as he picks up 1 to the 29. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs obviously with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
From the red zone, it's Ball. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Stockton. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Branch. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Pocket breaking down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Quarterback moving. He's not afraid to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Bring in the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy if he wants to drop back.
Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gator!
Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And it's no good, and they miss an opportunity to tie. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the ground, it's Frazier. Running into the open space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Gonna try to pop one on the screen. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Quarterback now breaking the field. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's got some space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Slithers into space. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's a heat. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snags it inside the 20. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Going to the run, it's Brawl. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff, it's Brawl. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Webb. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Never a doubt. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides to back and leaves it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulldogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On his way back from the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Paul, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the ball.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it! And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Now adjusting. Throwing on the run. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And the try is no good. Guys, they miss a chance to stretch the lead. It's still sitting on a 2. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Got room to work. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
And It's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in defense because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's ball. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gives it on the option. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to the big tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Got a man. It's Sturdivant. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Gators are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. Fighting off the defender.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
The Gators with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to beat the D deep. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Throws to the tight end. He's got it. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but his whole...
Throws toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to throw, it's Lagway. This time on target.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback extends the play. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Rushes on him. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard
it's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need a score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying.
Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
They'll run play action. Moves away as he feels pressure. Makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good.
Well, that's the right call to go for two right there because the analytics say if you get it, you now make it a three-point game and your opponent can only tie with the field goal. If you've gone for one, your opponent can take the lead with the kick. So nice job there getting it executed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Second down coming up. On the run, it's Frazier. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Caught over the middle, it's Belt. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Thomas. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Looking to help the kicker out on third down. From here, it would be a 59-yard attempt. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. To the air on first down. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Gators inside the final minute, trying to protect the lead and the ball. Gets it to him on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. It's first and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They're going to run it. Just ran him over. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State, a toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.